Hello, Anomaly here, and welcome to another Mistweaver healing commentary. Today we're talking about Krosus in the Nighthold. He is, of course, the bridge boss with the huge laser hands he shoots down either side. Very quick boss fight, very fun, and I think it actually probably a pretty good fight for any Mistweaver out there. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Let's see what I did right. Let's see what I did wrong. And let's have a little talk about it. So the fight starts off very quickly. As a Mistweaver, you're definitely going to want to be in melee. That's the first thing you're going to notice here is I am not in melee. So you're going to want to be a lot closer than I was. The other thing is, just to get this out of the way, is that I did end up, we do have a cooldown order. So I saved my revival till pretty late in the fight. Potentially could use it here early and it'll be up later. But because this is our first kill, of course, kind of held on to it. So the first big AoE ability right here, Orb of Destruction, I pop Mana Tea and basically go into my Essence Font spam. You'll notice I Chi Burst in the middle there. Probably not the best idea. Probably should have started off with Chi Burst and then went into Essence Font Mana Tea. At that point, probably could have caught that slam also with the last Mana Tea tick with the reduced cost Essence Font under Mana Tea. So yeah, so that's kind of the first big, not big mistake, but mistake. And again, you definitely want to be in melee. Here, do a good job. I soak basically two orbs, which is great. You want to soak these, it just kind of lessens the overall damage. Um, I end up just blindly, not blindly Essence Founting, but hitting Essence Font there because we had a slam coming up and still all these adds up. One of the big things is if you can kind of line it up, Chi Burst into those slams is actually really good. The other thing is I kind of held my Arcane Torrent. Since it's such a short fight, you're not going to get many Arcane Torrents, so you want to kind of use those as soon as you can. Um, so you're kind of start shifting a little bit more into melee, which is great, but should have just started out there. So again, just getting Essence Fonts out, hitting a Shayloon's Gift when I can. Chi should use Chi Burst right now. See, there it is, good, right into the melee, but it was late. Need to kind of do that a little bit quicker. Um, Again, using Thunder Focus Tea strictly on Vivify at this point. There's no reason to use it on anything else, just because. The other thing that I didn't do very well here is I'm kind of moving a lot for those laser beams. I'd say that since it kind of does an alternating pattern of left and right, you can basically predict it and kind of move. The other thing I didn't really do well is I held Mana Tea there for some reason. Definitely should have used Mana Tea much earlier. Probably would have ended up with a little bit more mana at the end because I've now delayed it just basically almost probably 10-15 seconds, right? I end up using it here for this portion. I don't recommend using it on the burning pitches, at least in heroic. The only reason is I think it's better spent over the course of a slam and things like that. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you can kind of feel it out, use it on cooldown. Just don't save it is my guess because there's always going to be some extra damage out. And because of the quickness of the fight, you're going to want to heal it up as quickly as possible. And there's no reason to save mana because this fight's going to be over in 2 minutes. So burn as much mana as you can. So, but yeah, I mean, mostly for the rest of this fight, as you can see, we're getting close. Just make sure you don't get caught in the bridge if you are going to stand in melee. Very good idea to kind of move back. So yeah, there's my revival usage. I get the 6th slam, which is the second bridge drop slam, just to kind of get people topped up from there. From here, as you can see, I kind of just don't really do anything. In your rage, you might want to do a little bit of damage. We had plenty of damage to kill him, so I wasn't needed to do it. But if your raid needs a little extra help, you can definitely throw out, I think, a little bit of damage there just to be helpful. So. The other thing is if you're going to stand in melee, just watch out for the slam circles that the tanks have to stand in. They'll one-shot you and kill you. So other than that, yeah, see, there was a really good Chi Burst. There's some Essence Fonts. So we did fairly well, kind of keeping everybody alive, or at least keeping those two cooldowns. And then right here, I have Mana Tea at the end. Ended up actually pretty well on mana. Had plenty to kind of spam out here at the end, but did waste the last couple seconds of Mana Tea for some reason. Um, but yeah, that is Krosus. It's 4 minutes, basic fight, very quick. I actually really like it. I'm a huge fan of these kind of shorter, quicker fights, just because it requires, not requires, but it allows you to wipe a lot quicker, get a lot more attempts in. Just in general, it's not a long drawn out fight where you're fighting a boss for 8 minutes, wipe, and then have to spend another 8 minutes going through the same stuff over and over again. very similar to like Garage or something like that back in MOP. So other than that, guys, if you have any questions, comments, leave those below. If you like what I'm doing, give me a like. If you really like what I'm doing, give me a subscribe. Other than that, be on the lookout for more Nighthold videos. As always, if you have any questions that you don't want to ask in YouTube, you want to do a little bit of a a more live discussion, head over to the Peak of Serenity Monk Discord. Great guys over there, answer anything you need. So, again, thank you very much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.